my soul and deepen my longings.
Press start to play.
The hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
The Game Master.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah, we're hearing that this is a big deal.
Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. I'm your host and America's #1 online video game personality, Ben, the Parvinator Parvin, here at your service. What's up, guys? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Good to see you guys. Yeah, hey Marty, welcome. Tintoncito. Yeah, welcome, buddy. Welcome, guys. Yeah, I've been out for a few days. I was planning on streaming Thursday because I had we had a trip to see some in-laws this weekend. We left on Friday. I was planning on streaming on Thursday, and I had everything set up and set down, trying to get it rolling. And I've been having these ongoing headaches, a little bit of the TMJ issue, the jaw pain and stuff. Sometimes crossing over into a migraine. And today it's bugging me too, but I said, let's jump in and try it out. Let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, sorry guys, I've been out for a bit, but before we, I guess where we last left off in this game, I gotta say, things are hotting up. I think we're getting towards the end of this thing. I mean, we have 7 of the 8, sort of key items, those sound recordings. And then this was from the 7th one here. I forget the name of the area, but yeah, it has the character's name, or rather the player's real name. And they ask you this, they remind you this right before this scene, or I should say they ask one more time for confirmation of your given name. And that's because they do this pretty cool scene it's kind of what's behind our characters there. But yeah, it goes on to say that, whoever you are saw a vision of his father holding him. And then you basically go down a rabbit hole, and then you're in this area called the I always want to call it the Underground, but I had to watch the tape back. Well, yeah, it's the not Underground, but what is it? It's very similar. Oh God, I can't even think of it now. Anyway, yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome. Not Underground and not Under Oath. Not Undertale either. I forget. Anyway, we're about to get back into the game. I think we had a little, sadly, a little inventory management to do. I think that's what I ended up quitting on last time before we explored the, was the Underground? Not the Underground. Underworld. Yeah, Underworld. Thanks, Devin. I don't know if maybe I was saying ground. I don't know. Anyway, good to see you guys. Welcome. Yeah, Marty. Sorry, man. Yeah, it's been bugging me lately. The TMJ and you know, like I said, it kind of puts me in this sort of migraine. There's tension headaches, but then I also get migraines as well. And just this last week, it's been like every day a little bit of it. I'm kind of in a headache. The whole, you know, it's like it's been here the whole week, and then sometimes I'm out of it for a little bit, and then back in. You know, so. Yeah, welcome, Devin. How you doing? Happy Tuesday. Sorry to hear about that, Marty. And yeah, tinnitus sucks. Man, constant. I've had a little bit more of that lately too, but I think I've had, you know, some sinus issues, and thankfully it hasn't. You know, it's not like too persistent or anything. But yeah, I've had some friends, and my dad has from. You know, his time in the Army, spending a lot of time near some pretty heavy-duty artillery and other machinery. Not just machines of war, but yeah, he's got the ringing in his ears too. Yeah, constantly. I'm hoping to avoid some of that. I've been, you know, there was a time when I didn't use earplugs, but that was like the short time, like as I first started to go to concerts, and I learned my lesson after that. Honestly, even just, I remember going to a college football game one time, and I mean, if you'd go to those and it's one, you know, you're at a stadium that gets pretty packed, or it's a big game or something, even if it's not necessarily a big game, you're going to come home, and the rest of that night, your ears are just, it's like, it's going to feel kind of like someone's covering your ears up a bit, you know, like you've got your hands over them, but you're still hearing a lot of stuff, but it's all muffled. And yeah, you know, Marty, I'm not sure. I know for sure when I finish EarthBound, I don't think I'll go straight into Mother 3. There's probably going to be a little gap there, but yeah, thanks for checking on that. I'm curious too, because I'll, you know, on stream I'll have to play it some kind of emulated way. Sadly, I don't. You know, maybe a cool way to do it would be like via the Game Boy player or something, but I don't have a method for doing that, sadly. Yeah, I wonder how much I'll be affected by like someone had mentioned, like the timing of the, I think it was Dustin maybe had mentioned, and I think I had heard this before and forgotten about it, but that, yeah, there's like a attack timing aspect of it, or, you know, sort of I guess kind of a rhythm game to like the gameplay. I'm doing a terrible job of describing it, but yeah, you know, like action events in the middle of the battle to make an attack bigger or something like that, and having to hit it on a beat. And I was kind of curious if that was, yeah, what, you know, am I going to have a hard time with that when it comes to play, if I had to play it on an emulator or something? Yeah. Yeah. Playing, right? Yeah, well, I try to make it like a hangout, you know. I want you guys to feel like you're playing too. Of course, you don't get your hands on the control pad, so sadly it's not as it's still a bit of the Parvinator show, I guess, when it comes to who's playing the game, but Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. I want to have a bit of an atmosphere sometimes that I have when I'm hanging out with friends and they're playing a game or something, and maybe the game isn't always the number one focus, but it's kind of like it's sort of our, center or something that we revolve around, or the conversation comes back into and out of, and another reason for hanging out, or at least another pastime to spend together. Yeah, it feels good when the stream kind of hits that level, Team Sonic Racing. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, a bit of Sonic CD and Origins. Okay, that one looks really cool, Sonic CD. And I was surprised by all the time travel elements and stuff, and even more surprised that when I learned that they were considering some of those concepts even back in Sonic 2. Quite ambitious. Sonic Spinball. Oh, cool. I remember playing a little bit of that one. I think my cousin got that for the Game Gear one Christmas. Sonic Spinball. I never owned that one. But yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I played it for the Game Gear. Cool. I did do a little bit of Sonic Labyrinth. I remember that one maybe. And yeah, I remember it being pretty painful myself too. Parv, the phase distorter will certainly be completed someday, in my humble opinion. All right, so here's the deal. We're waiting for we got a couple of there's a couple of threads open currently. We're waiting on Apple Kid to finish this thing called the phase distorter that's supposed to zap the baddies, help us defeat Gigas. I don't know. Help us in our quest. We've been this has been something that's been not even foreshadowed. I mean, he's even been using that ever since we finished up in Foresight or whatever. We've been hearing about how this is on its way. This phase distorter. So probably getting close to that point. Yaha, the Mr. Saturns are incredible folk, and the Apple Kid, he is a most exceptional young man, very different from other kids. Well, anyway, the prototype phase distorter has been stolen. Someone resembling a pig wearing clothes took Mr. Saturn captive. Okay, so this is new. I was about to continue on in the Underworld, but I remembered that we were told that Apple Kid would have made it over to where Saturn Valley. Sorry, I couldn't think of the term. I'm just gonna take a note here. Let me get to my EarthBound notes. EarthBound notes. Doo-doo-doo. I'm pretty touch and go today, guys. I'm gonna do my best for you. I feel a little bit better even than when I started, so hopefully this will get me feeling, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes that's what I need to sort of shake it off a bit, or at least it'll feel beforehand that I can't push through, and then I end up having a good time. And happy I started. It's always the option to quit if I needed to. All right, let me get my notes. EarthBound notes. Go to the bottom. There's a pig wearing clothes. I lost looks like I dropped the controller and skipped one of the text boxes there. Wearing clothes took Mr. Saturn captive. Which one? And stole the device. I guess it doesn't matter. They're all Mr. Saturn. Except for Dr. Saturn. Okay. So someone with a pig nose. Very different from other kids. He is, that Apple Kid. Hey, Francisco, welcome. How you doing? I guess I wanted to give you your emote back, I waved back. The prototype phase distorter has been stolen. Someone resembling a pig wearing clothes. That's it. took Mr. Saturn captive. A pig wearing clothes, huh? That couldn't be our neighbor, right? Mr. Pokey in the English version and Porky in the Japanese version. Oh, please breathe is so good. I love the Mr. Saturn. Okay, so I guess we need to go find a pig wearing clothes. I don't know that it's even around here. Yeah, I love the boings. Yeah. What a funny little character. You know, friend of the stream, Metroid Hatchling went to Japan earlier this year and posted some great shots of, they actually went to, is it Satoshi Itoi? I'm trying to remember his first name. I don't think that's it. Oh God, Shige Sato. Yeah, thank you, Nick. Shige Sato Itoi. Yeah, he went to his shop, and I remember seeing some pretty fun Mr. Saturn merch, among other stuff. Yeah, how you doing, Nick? Welcome. Glad to be back on some EarthBound. We'll do, I think we'll do Mother 3. I mean, as much as I'm loving this game, I don't think anything's going to change that from this point on. Oh. You have $380. We trade Secret Herb. Have $1780. We trade Horn of Life. You wait 3 minutes. Zoom. You come here to wait 3 minutes, no? I think we already did that part, Mr. Saturn. No scared. I have no something. Wait, did we... I wonder if our Horn of Life is, So I was looking back through my notes earlier today, and I saw that one of the Tinda wanted a Horn of Life. And I wonder if that's something we might have already acquired and possibly put in storage. I'm not sure. Because we got all the money we could want right now. $1780, we trade Horn of Life. I can't remember what's up with the waiting 3 minutes thing, but I know whatever it was, I think we did it earlier. I don't know. You also had to like wait in front of the, maybe I'm thinking of how you had to like wait in front of the waterfall, right? Can we get a delivery? Can we get a delivery out here? Let me see. Where did my cat go? I don't know. Beep, boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna try to get a delivery rolling. Let me see. Yeah, somebody wanted a Horn of Life. Hold on, before I do this, let's make sure I have a little room in my inventory. And by a little room, I mean one spot. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes, Marty. Yeah, it's you know, I've loved this game so much, and like I said, I can't see that changing in this last, whatever's left in this game. I feel that we're getting towards, I mean, even just the language of the game, heading to like deep darkness. They talked about going beyond the deep darkness. Now we're in this underworld. Parv's having memories of his father holding him. Okay. I would have used that horn of... I think I used it. I mean, it was just like a... Oh, I might have to. Maybe I need something to trade, is what he was saying. Or no, it was 2 different prices. Maybe somebody else sells it. I don't know. I think we used one time because somebody died. Or, sorry, they didn't die, they fainted. They were incapacitated. I don't know what to do. I guess, if anything, we could always head back, or head over to the, Underworld. I know I needed to do a little bit of inventory management too, but let me just do a little walking around, see what's up. Ah, here's where we buy. Okay, cool. Yeah, Horn of Life. Yeah. We're gonna give that to Pooh. I don't have any room for anything else, but yeah, really. A peanut cheese bar. I don't know if I noticed that one in the list last time we were here. Okay, we have some pretty sweet items. We did get Bull his multi-bottle rocket too, so he's ready to go. Could probably use another one. Should use some things like the snake bag. Man, that's not a nice thing to call somebody. Snake bag. You snake bag. Monkey's Love, Piggy Nose, Death Ray. Ah. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get us over to the, not the swamp, but to, yeah, like a Tinda Village, I believe it was. Tinda Loving Care, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Pal Puck, yeah. I don't know, at least in my head. You know, it's the wording still doesn't quite get it, but yeah, I have to admit, as I read whatever the wording was in the game, I think it was what do they call it? Oh yeah, peanut cheese bars, right? That's about the only thing I can think of. You know, the funny thing is, though, most of them wouldn't have both peanut butter and cheese, which is, hey, maybe Mr. Saturn's got some interesting taste, you know? You know, like, maybe you'd have, like, separate containers or something, or or, like, if it was one of those little snack packs where, you know, it's like pretzels on one side and then dips on the other or something. Well, then, yeah, you have the little sandwich crackers, too. That's funny. Were there any half cheese, half peanut? The best of both worlds. Okay, what am I doing? Let's just go to Tinda Village. We can just warp. This music's funny. Beep boop beep boop boom. All right, we're gonna go to Sai, and Pooh is gonna teleport us out of here. Over to Tinda Village for some Tinda Loving Care. It's been a hot one today. Dang. Got up to about 90 or so.
Freaking what up, dude?
And at this point, my apartment is at about its hottest point of the day. Oh, yeah, well, right, I guess, yeah, would you call the cracker itself cheese cracker, I guess, yeah. Totally. I guess I was thinking only filling, but yeah, you're right about that, yeah. I was thinking filling because some of them would have different, some of them would have like a sort of cheese spread in the middle or a peanut butter filling kind of thing. So I guess I was hung up on that. Well, yeah, the actual crackers could be called cheese crackers, and yeah, with you know, peanut butter as the filling. Do you remember those too? The other those other sort of snack crackers. They would have some cheese in it. I remember one package would be sort of greenish, and that was like ones that were, you know, it was like, I don't know, it was a, not a pimento cheese, but something like a herbs and cheese kind of thing. And then they'd have some that were just peanut butter as well. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Okay, that's cool, Nick. That's good to hear. Yeah, I wouldn't want that to get in the way of having to play it. You know, that'd be a crappy thing to, you know, for such a beloved franchise, you know, if that really kept people from playing it. Oh, we're having some tea. Okay, someone wanted a Horn of Life. Underground, very large area exists. Dinosaurs, big, scary, lost underworld. Stone. There is. Talk slot. Lots. I love all these Tenda now that they've really, you know, broken out of their shell. Although this one seems to be in an identity crisis here. Recently, everyone is able to talk a lot, so I've lost my identity. Who am I? They used to be the big talker. I like the Horn of Life. Give me the Horn of Life, I give you something. Look at list. Will you give Horn of Life? Oh, maybe we're getting a random thing here, yeah. Off of that list. Okay, I give you the plain roll. Funny. I want to see that list again. Damn. I should have just sort of hung up on that for a little bit. Oh, there's our list. Anything? I mean, actually, there's nothing. I guess the big thing here is a bag of Dragonite, probably, because. Well, I don't know how many talisman coins there are. I know we have one. Of course, we got the plain roll. Oh, I'm itchy. Damn it. I got this fan running. I keep like trying to itch from the inside. I just try not to scratch my face too much because I go overboard. Oh, Palpuck. Yeah. Oh, I remember those too. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, there's some, I think Lance is the brand I'm thinking of, or something that did a bunch of cheese crackers and stuff, and I'm remembering like some different packaging, sort of a reddish orange, a green one, and like a few others too. I haven't seen that stuff since, like, I really haven't, you know, I'm not eating sandwich crackers. This is certainly nothing against anyone who is at this point. I just, that era was mostly relegated to a time when me eating those crackers was mostly around a time when I'm like in, you know, it's given to me in some kind of hostage situation. I'm at school or a band trip or, you know, school sports or something. What a repressed trauma. I know, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, most of it's directly tied to school for me, yeah. And then similar with the, you know, the ones where you had to make, yeah, where you take the little spatula and have to, you know, spread a little cheese on yourself, absolutely. All that stuff still exists today, but I haven't eaten it since I was in school. Yeah, it's pretty easy to do. I mean, I was a hungry kid too. That's funny. Maybe I should have... What does the plane roll do? Don't have a lot to say about this. I guess there's some people who think it's good. When eating, you recover about 80 HP. That's funny. I guess there are some people who think it's good. I'm trying to think of some other, like, kind of stuff I'm only eating at school. Oh, warm Capri Suns, yes. Also, if you get a Capri Sun and the straw's fucking up, or it, like, bends on you, or you don't get a good pop on the, you know, through that little aluminum that you're supposed to stab it through, you know? You end up having to... I remember kids, like, going to try to suck... Yeah, like, purposefully trying to suck the Capri Sun, like, through the... Maybe even ripping a whole... I don't know what... I'm not a, like, grab something with my teeth and rip it, and I remember kids doing a lot of that, and, yeah. I don't think I'm too much of a germaphobe for that. I'm not sticking... Yeah, I'm not using my teeth to rip anything open, as sharp as they might be. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking of some of the other stuff. Well, like certain styles of pizza too, like hamburger pizza. I don't think I've had that since I was in school. And they would serve the, like, we call it stop sign pizza. You know, you'd get like a pentagon shaped slice of pizza, or who knows, maybe an octagon, I don't know. But yeah, they'd use like a really dark yellow cheese on those, and of course marinara, like, and they would just have this particular, like, lava with, I don't know, with bad cheese on it. I don't know, that's, I guess as a kid, that's what it looked like to me. Oh yeah, those the stop sign pizzas. I remember being excited for pizza day too. All right, maybe I'll do something in this playthrough. Let's see. You know, hey, maybe we just start exploring the underworld. I think maybe, you know, my inventory is full and I don't love that, but maybe it's gonna be okay. Maybe it's all gonna be okay. I'm gonna go stay at the inn. It's down here, right? Oh, wait. No, over towards the beginning. So long, I say goodbye. I'm a woman. Did you think I was a man? Oh, here it is, finally. Hi, smile. Where's my damn... Oh, is it through the door? Am I forgetting where this inn is? Oh, it gets really slow. Yeah, it's through here. It's interesting how much, you know, slowdown there is during this section as you walk between. Get a few of these Tyndall on the screen at the same time. Oh, yeah, I just talked to you. That's right. Free stay. Well, I hope you guys are good. I haven't seen you since Wednesday, or, well, Tuesday, I guess was the last day I streamed. I took Wednesday off and I planned to stream for Thursday and had everything ready to go, was sitting right here in place, and I just kept getting hit with this really gnarly headache, and at a certain point I was just like, damn, dude, maybe I just need to rest. So that was a bit of a bummer because I left Friday. We left town and went to see some of my in-laws for a big fundraiser event we do every year. Big charity event. Ness can do he can do the better teleport too as well. Oh shit. Okay, so when we had started here before, okay, we've got a Chompasaur. I'm a little bit worried. Okay, when we found ourselves in this area before, I didn't encounter anything, but we heard some footsteps. Or some kind of low rumbling. I knew something wicked this way came. But, we got out of there, so... I don't know. Power shield. A power shield can deflect! Well, we're gonna get... I don't know why I decided to start by just attacking. That's gonna hurt. Let's do this. One spy. I think I know what you're gonna be weak to, but... Go. Oh man, this team is getting stout, huh? I love having access to these high-level moves and stuff. I don't always use the... I realize I'm not always using the top-level magic, but... okay. I guess I could, this defense shower was awesome. This is like, it hits the whole party. It's a big, you know, defense buff. Okay, well, they're capable of putting some damage in, but it's I was afraid like this is a boss or something. Okay. When they teleported me at first, or like when we first dropped down in here, I don't know where they started us. Paula, your HP still so low. I think that's just who you are, Paula, and that's okay. Yeah, I went out of town on I wonder if yeah, I don't know if I had seen that one around. Yeah, he doesn't, I can't, you know, I know it's been, I don't know if it was just mentioned maybe in the chat or if I had seen it yet in the game, this bazooka, but yeah, it's a... You guys smell really good. Sniff, sniff, sniff. We got some kind of green creature here. Is it a Tinda? Who am I? I'm a Tinda.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Let's keep this Parvinator party
Hey,
going.
Dustin. Thanks for the sub, man. Yeah, thank you. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Hey, what are you doing inside our dinosaur cage? I'm going to open the door. Inside our dinosaur cage. Which is outside of their... Which is the area outside of their little village here. I'm going to open the door and get you out of there right now. I'm the boss, so I will let you out. Thank you for the Tindakraut. Parv's Tindakraut was stolen, you son of a bitch. The awful smell surrounding the group is now gone. Okay, well actually thank you.
Let's go!
No more Tindakraut. You know, I haven't saved in a while. Even though I listened to the Talkative Mystery Rock story, I don't understand what he's talking about. Talkative Mystery Rock story. Oh. Oh, right. Well, let's see. That there was some... There was something... I think there was still maybe an item we wanted to get over to Bowl. I can't remember. Yeah, I forgot that that was how that was, right? And I'm pretty sure we picked everything out of the sewer that we that was there. You know, all the broken items and stuff. And I think I was thinking it was we just needed to get some broken item over to Jeff. We got a few over to him. He fixed some stuff. Item of Kings, Monkey's Long. The only thing I'm seeing was that broken harmonica. Yeah, I'm not sure. She may have something. We called earlier. Let me see if I... Let's see, is this our phone? They're not going to be able to deliver anything here, but maybe I can see the... Maybe they will be able to, I don't know. But maybe I can see the list. Yeah, okay. Broken machine. Gotta get that out of there, I suppose. Oh, freaking headache. Well, we got room to get this, oh, and a broken tube. One of the... Excuse me. Where's that other broken thing? Can't read anything right now. Pain behind my eyes. I laugh about it, but I laugh so I don't cry. Oh, because I only have room for the broken tube. Okay. Yes, thank you. Let me get rid of some stuff. Must be tired. To stay, it'll run you $400. You're gonna stay, aren't you? Please come again, Mr. Traveler. You know, I think I preferred that previous Tinda village. This one here in the Underworld, run by the boss. Also, I love how they call the outside the cage. There's that rumbling. That ain't good. The same Tinda as those above ground. We seem different. Yeah, you know, the Tinda up there are shy and don't like to talk. Not anymore. Some particularly beautiful women. They're still shy, though. Oh, here's the possibly the boss, or at least they mention another talking rock. You finally came, Parv. Finally, you talked to me. Listen, Parv, I'm going to tell you something very important. You may want to take notes. You don't have to tell me twice. After this, I'd like to finish up with getting our items over to Jeff. Ready? You're the chosen one. Are we getting a little rundown here? Okay, here we go. You're the chosen one. Your destiny is not only yours. I'm listening. It's the destiny of the whole universe. Oh, good music too. I only just now noticed. That's a damn shame. Shut that window. Thanks, Nick. We talked to the rock. It's the destiny of the whole universe. There will be a time in which all of you in the universe will overlap each other. I really love the writing in this game. It's not necessary to understand now. Do you remember Giant Step and On It? I do. The first of 8 sound recordings. That is one of your sanctuary. It is a spot which gives you power.
Hello.
And allows you to realize all your skills. You were saying I stopped taking notes. Yeah. There was a monster that protected it. Yes, I remember very well. An ant, if I remember correctly. The monster was influenced by the power of the place. I like how they say, something like, this is, your sanctuary, but I'm here now, Monster was influenced by the power of the place. Bling. I have too many things at my disposal. I'm typing here on the these notes, and then I'll go to change to the next dialogue box in the game. Instead of picking up the controller, I found myself hitting enter, okay, go. Well, let's go to the next one. And then I went to pick up the mouse and click, it's not gonna do it, man. You must have beaten those monsters. We did. You must reach all of the 8 power spots in the world. We've gotten 7. I mean, I remember a lot of this, of course. And Soundstone records the melodies. I wrote down some of the writing at the beginning, some of the dialogue at the beginning of the game from Buzz Buzz, just because I found it really, I don't know, I wanted to look back at it, I enjoyed it. You can finally see your world. Wow, your world, not just your sanctuary. I'm just going to finish these notes. I'll get back to the chat here, but yeah. I'll tell you all of the power spots. Now, of course, we've been through these. Lilliput Steps. In Peaceful Rest Valley near Tucson. Peaceful Rest Valley. Not Happy Happy Valley. It was a little past Happy Happy, huh? That's right. Milky Well. Good old Milky Well. And I'm loving these, proper titles here for these areas. Grapefruit Falls and Saturn Valley. I'll check the chat real quick. What are you guys up to? The village is happy, happy. Yeah, that's right. Hey, Dustin, that's right. Happy, happy, joy, joy. How you doing, man? Thanks for the sub earlier. All right, more notes. For note good reason. Milky Well. Rainy Circle. Sure, we'll indent number 4 here when none of the others have been indented. That makes a lot of sense. Earthbound by Bowl in Winters. Yes, I remember that. Had to come back to it later. Magnet Hill at the edge of the city of Forside. Pink Cloud, which, who knows? Behind the bunny statues, yep. We all know. And, I don't know, Lumine, hole. Yeah, shining, lumens. The shining lichen. I love this. With the shining lichen lives in the cave. Okay. What a game. A new place is now going to be opened up to you. Number 8. There we are. This, of course, is the one we haven't gotten to yet. I did a terrible job on that one. I've got a new keyboard here, and I know I've complained about it in the last week or so, but I'm still not totally adjusted. This is me doing my best. I look up to see this. I'll put it in the chat. There's some great notes here. Okay. Fire Spring, located southwest of here. Here it is. So I hope we get to fight a big dino. Fire Spring, located southwest of here. Listen to the melodies of all 8 power spots. If you do not fail, you may upset. If you do not fail, you may upset Geekus's plans. That wording got me there. You may upset Geekus's plans. Understood, Barv? Understand, Barb? I got it. The time will come. The time when the destiny of you and the whole universe will overlap. It is fast approaching. All right. Some great notes there. Most of them actually resemble a coherent sentence or, you know, an existing language. That was the one note where I think I started I didn't start on the home keys. I was wondering. Let's play store. Okay. Ego loves this game. So, hi. May I help you? Oh my god, we've got some... Look at the names of these things. Ultimate Bat, Holy Fry Pan, Shining Coin, Horn of Life, Mammoth Burger, a Mammoth Burger, bottle of deluxe water. Wow. Okay. Got some good stuff here. All right, let's get these folks equipped, shall we? Try an Ultimate Bat, maybe? Maybe I'll ditch the big league bat? I could always buy it again if I needed to. Ditched. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let's get her that holy fry pan. No room, of course. I am an inventory hell. Yeah, right, Palpuck, totally. Yeah, it's funny, you know, they had told us a while back. I think the Tinda had told us there were dinosaurs down here, and you know, I knew we had gone down that, I almost said warp pipe. We'd gone down the hole, rabbit hole, I don't know, you know, portal, what have you, to the underworld. And then they showed us all zoomed out like this, and I could see the shaking as something was walking around, or this, or some kind of eruption, or earthquake, or something. I think it's a big creature. And it had me thinking, oh yeah, we're about to see those. I think we're about to see some dinos. He's just spewing out of his cake-hole. We made a cage for dinosaurs and locked them up. That's what my brother tells me, but I don't believe it. This, once again.
Let's go.
Oh, Bonnie. Oh, mammoth. But I can't do it.
Hey, gee, Fred, I sure am hungry.
I could kill for him. I can't do it. This is like somewhere in between Yogi Bear and bad. We couldn't stand the quiet up above, so we established a separate tribe. I hope we can be friendly again someday. Yeah, it was a lot easier to live up above. That's funny. My friend Ego loves this game. This plane roll doesn't do much. It's like 80 HP. I could probably get rid of that. Everybody's got full HP, of course. Okay, couple things I need to do. I need to get everybody equipped. I need to get some stuff onto Bowl. Whatever. I'm just gonna use that plane roll right now, so we get rid of it. That should go to Pooh. Bottle of DX water. Degeneration X water. Okay, now we're gonna go buy something for her. Scaly. Don't you guys miss it? I need to talk to that one that's up there in the corner, if we can. Top left corner there. Holy fry pan. This goes to Paula. 143 to 163. Nice. Sure. French fry pan. A shiny coin. Have we got any room for anybody? Bowl doesn't... He's got a bunch of stuff already right now. Inventory. I'm in some inventory trouble. Is this Mr. Saturn coin finally outclassed? Slime generator. Defense. Multi-bottle rocket. I guess it is. Maybe I could just get rid of this. I think that, you know, most coins are doing the same thing with, like, defense and luck. I'm just gonna buy it, see what it is, and I guess, you know, we'll try to sell Bowl's thing. Shit. I feel bad selling the Mr. Saturn coin because we've had it for so long. But maybe it's time. Dun 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 dun. Oh my god. I've spent half the game in the inventory menu. All right, let's I'll just have blanks. I'm like, okay, I was on a mission here, and it's like, you know, you're just scrolling through and seeing all these items, and I'm like, bah. Okay. All right. We are possibly, I can confirm, yes. I'm gonna sell the Mr. Saturn coin, I think. We're gonna do it. Boop, 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 boop. Do, 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 do. Bam, bam, yeah, bam, 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 bam. All right, let's do it. I don't think the Mr. Saturn coin would be good for anybody else. So I think I'm going to toss it because these other folks have better items on the whole. Do believe. All right. Authorized to pay up to $500 for that. Okay, thank you. It's gone. Finally. Shit. Let's give it to Bull. Shiny coin. Give to Jeff. Jeff, equip that thing. I like to do everything the hard way. Okay. All right, so far so good. A little bit more inventory management, but I have some space now for a couple characters, which is nice. Which means I can make space for Bull. And Bull needs a couple of items that he's got. He needs, or rather that other people have. He needs... I'll go ahead and give him this broken harmonica. We can get that thing fixed. Oops. Pooh wanted to keep it. Broken harmonica. Give to Jeff. I wonder if this is a new war point right here too. Maybe, I mean, we kind of ended up sort of close to this area last time. Oh, it's all just one war point, Underworld. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I wanted to get out and see what's going on. Yeah, I was gonna... This is it. We pretty much just dropped down in here, really close to this area when I warped and I like fought one dinosaur and kind of walked in. So we got a lot of exploring to do. And I know we need to go southwest, I believe is the direction I wrote for our next sanctuary, but yeah, let's do some exploring. All right, let me warp to a place where we don't have to pay a whole bunch of money to sleep, even though we're rich. Oh, Parv doesn't have the better teleport yet. Only Pooh. From one Tinda village to another. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I thought I would, yeah. Hey, Ichigo, what's up, man? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Welcome, buddy. What's going on? I'm back off of a long break. I was not feeling that great Thursday, and I wanted to stream. And then Friday, we left early in the morning, had a long drive. Went to see some family. It's about a 7-hour drive or so. That was with like, we actually both ways. We didn't really spend much time on stops. It was, I was hitting rest stops, and then it was just a couple rest stops and then a gas station to fill up and, you know, take a little rest stop as well. Oh yeah. So I did the Road Warrior thing this weekend. We left on Friday and came back yesterday. We got back in the evening. I'm still kind of burned out. Yeah, thanks, man. Had a good time though. We got to spend some time with the in-laws and went up there for this charity event that this charity fundraiser that my fam does, and yeah, it was a good time. Always good to see folks. And man, I gotta say though, driving the freeway, spending so much time on the freeway, people have no awareness. I kept seeing over and over again, and this is going to be to anybody who's ever had to do any long distance driving, a familiar occurrence, but you know the situation. There's a semi way up there in the right lane. Okay, we can see it, and everyone's closing in on it, but it's still kind of up there. Now, there's a line of cars that is waiting to pass, and maybe that on the left, right? And maybe that left lane that's waiting to pass this huge semi also has a semi that is trying to pass that truck in front of it, so things go a little bit slow for a bit, or for whatever reason, right? I kept seeing out of my rear view mirror, it's clear as fucking day that there's no space on the right side. You've got the truck right there. And I kept seeing people like do the angry, I'm in the left lane because we're in line, we are passing the truck, we're on our way to pass the truck. And I kept seeing people like do the angry, like, I guess it'd be this way in the rear view mirror. Yeah, I'm seeing them do the angry, and sometimes even like if the car's shitty enough, you see like the dip kind of, you see the like suspension or, but I'm seeing that angry, and they're looking behind and sometimes they're even flashing lights, and it's like, dude, what am I supposed to do? Like, there's another car right in front of me. We're currently passing this semi. And they would like whip over into the right lane, jam it as close to the truck as they could, and try to squeeze over in front of one or two people max. And I felt like the 14 hours of freeway driving I did was just that over and over and over again. And every time someone would get in the right lane for that kind of thing, and I'm like, what do you think? Like, dude, it's plain as day. Like, there's a truck up there, like, and it was kind of funny because some of the people couldn't get back over to the left, and you'd see them being all pissed and right. But I feel like some people, it's just this like, I should be passing someone at all times, and if I'm not, I'm going too slow, So let me jam up behind this fucking semi. And man, I gotta say, some of these people, like, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm tailgating, it feels bad, and I feel like I'm on the fucking knife's edge. Like I don't tailgate intentionally, but there's those times when, yeah, in these kind of situations in the interstate, a lane change or something, maybe you have to squeeze shit. Maybe you're doing a move up on the right side to get in front of everybody. But anyway, like there are some times when you have to get a little closer to them than you want to, right? And I never tailgate on purpose, but all I'm saying is those times when I have been close to that car in front of me, it didn't feel good, and it felt like at any minute I'm gonna die here. You know, I'm about to end up in their front seat. You know, I'd hurt somebody, send some cars flying at 70 miles an hour. You know, like. So anyway, sorry for complaining so much, but geez, man, I just don't get it. It's like we're all looking at the same thing, I think, and it's clear you're not gonna be able to pass if you just. Yeah, but people are crazy aggro, man, and I don't think some of these idiots understand like how much they just made their own like trip so much more stressful, and how they slowed things down for everybody behind them. You know, because they just cut into a gap with no space. Of course, there's going to be brake lights behind that. That's gonna, you know, you're gonna have repercussions for a while. Like a wave of bullshit, thanks to somebody who had to jump to the front of the line, you know. Yeah, Marty. I've only been to Germany once, but yeah, we were there staying with a friend of my dad's, and you know, he had this nice. You know, Mercedes. I have no idea what it is. I'm out of my head here, but you know, I'm trying to think year-wise. Honestly, it's that escapes me. I'm trying to think of how long it was, but it was maybe, I want to say around like 2018 or something. Marty, it's been a few years now, and yeah, we were. But yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about that trip in a second. But yeah, I remember, even though we were going pretty fast, you know, and in Germany, also the whole like, you know, slow traffic, get over, like, that's the law here. You see those signs on the freeways here in the US, slower traffic, you know, go to the right or something. Well, they really mean it over there. And any time that we were ever in the left lane for, you know, the point is, there were a couple of times that even though our driver was flying, and I hated that we were driving that fast, it scared the shit out of me, honestly. Even though we were flying, we'd start to get some flashes from someone coming up in some like 4-door, you know, you know, some 4-door German auto, this, you know, just right past us, and it looks like a family car, or, you know, it's like the a 4-door sedan or something, and they're flashing the brights to get the hell out of the way, you know. Don't spend too much time in the left. They'll be really aggro. Hang on, kids. That's right. We were in a convertible too, and I get motion sickness, and my dad's buddy just drives like a maniac everywhere he goes, and at one point I looked over at him, sick as a dog. Well, I guess I'm not throwing up at this point, so maybe not quite that sick, but on the verge of you know, throwing up, and I was just like, I hate you right now. Why are we driving this fast? This doesn't make sense. It'd be such a self-own to fuck this up and wreck and get us hurt or killed right now, wouldn't it? It's totally not necessary. What are we doing? He thought hauling ass down the Autobahn until some grandma in a beat up VW passed him as if he was going still. Yeah, but she was pissed too. Yeah, she let him know. That's funny. Bull, you better fix this. Maybe his intelligence isn't high enough. Yeah, he let the top down on the Yeah, maybe Jeff's intelligence isn't high enough. Let me get that other, There's another broken item we were wanting to get from Tracy. Shit. I don't know if they'll come to me here, but maybe they will. I didn't mean to talk to Dad. And I also hit, like, delivery, I think, or pickup, maybe, versus delivery. Yeah. Okay, there was a broken... I love insignificant item. There it is, broken machine. Oh, wait. Wasn't there like a broken tube as well? Hold on. America. Silicon roller. Broken tube. Actually, that's all I want. Yeah. Have we got room for these? Not currently. Maybe I can get rid of something. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, I was telling some fun stories and then boom, inventory management. That's just how it goes. It is. Thank you, Ichigo. Thanks for... Ichigo's my producer here. Is he keeping me on track? But yeah, man, it is a long drive. I think I felt it. I feel it a little more every time we go up there, you know. We've flown a couple times, which is a super short flight. I don't always love that if we can drive. Sometimes it's just nice to have the freedom of having the car when we're there, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I can't get rid of this laser gun. Nobody'll take it. I can't sell the thing. I tried to get maybe I can just drop it. I don't know, but let me see. You know, Ichigo, there's not. Sadly, I mean to where we were going, if it ever gets finished, the high-speed rail, the California high-speed rail project that is supposed to go from parts of Southern California outside of LA all the way up to San Francisco and a little bit beyond that. That's, you know, still in progress, and I think our current presidential administration just canceled a bunch of funds, or our Department of Transportation or whatever, just canceled a bunch of funds that were already earmarked for it and paid for and whatnot. So we'll see what happens there. That thing is going to be awesome when it finally gets done, and I think it's already, you know, it just sucks because there was a big dragging of the feet with it, and of course a lot of groups have tried to shut it down, including the CEO of Tesla, Mr. Elon Musk, has even talked about hating the California high-speed rail and what a stupid project it was, and how, yeah, that was actually part of his strategy in rolling out all that bullshit about those, like, underground tunnels. Remember when he told us we were gonna, like, be able to beat the traffic by utilizing these underground tunnels that'll, you know, elevators that'll bring your car down into a tunnel, and oh, that would be great, right? Yeah, the Hyperloop, just another like salesman's lie, that a bunch of people just ate up right away, like, oh yeah, we need to be focusing on Hyperloop. Let's not do any public transit or, you know, consider any high-speed rail or anything like that. Yeah, Hyperloop's going to be the way to go. And Yeah. So now at this, and then there's also just like there were fights over the of course the right of way. Damn it. Oh, I guess I had room for both things. I guess so. Okay. Cool. You shouldn't throw the laser gun away. So I can't give the laser gun to... I can't give it to escargot. I can't drop it, and yeah. Stinks. It is, Dustin. Yeah. Yeah, right. Ichigo. Yeah, it's... People don't... Yeah, it's just... There's a very nearsighted view of it, where folks... aren't thinking of the future at all, and there's also just a selfishness in not seeing that a society that can get people of all demographics around is going to be one that fucking functions better, you know? Like, it's fundamentally like a good idea to have
Society!
You heard me, society?
Society!
Yes. You know, like it's generally a good idea to fund these things, and you know what? I want there to be there's just that idea of like, if I drive any anything that's a bike lane or any public transit project is taking away from me. So no. Who takes the train? I don't take the train, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, you know, this is a waste of money. And it's just, I don't know, it's very selfish. People are only thinking about themselves, and also seeing everything as some kind of zero-sum game where if life gets a little easier for someone else, or if there's, you know, some money allocated towards one aspect of transit that isn't the one you use, then it's taking away from you. It's going to make everything worse for you, and is therefore, we can't, you know, that's a non-starter. We're not going to do that, you know? It's just frustrating. I'll see, Palpuck. Yeah, I think I had tried before, but maybe you're right. Thanks, Dustin. The whole Hyperloop thing was ridiculous too, and Musk even talked about. What gets me is Musk even talked about how his genius idea for the Hyperloop came about, and it was that he was sitting in traffic. Oh, I'm stuck in LA traffic, and you know. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to do a bad impression of him, but he's stuck in traffic and he's sitting around looking at all these rubes in front of him. Those are my words, not his. But he said something along the lines of he's sitting in traffic and he thought to himself, you know, this is dumb. What if there was a way for me to go underneath all this and for us to drive underneath all this traffic? Then we wouldn't have to be sitting like all these suckers up on the surface, you know, stuck behind a bunch of cars. Could just get right there. Which, of course, is an idea that's totally scalable for a you know, like a full city or town or a county. Just scale it all the way up if you want to. These underground tunnels that will take a single car per lane. You could even maybe have some link together a few cars, have them like it could be more efficient to do that, right? Take several cars, sort of have them linked together on the Hyperloop underground. Of course, or just reinventing the train, which is which is like the, you know, a big joke, has been a big joke for a while, that people keep trying to reinvent the train, and you know, thinking that it's some new idea. Anyway, Take my laser gun. Take other things too. Looks like he might take it. We'll see. He might just take it. Okay, well, they only have room for a couple things, so that's okay. Take it. Okay, thank you, Pal Puck. I thought I had tried that before, but I think I'd only tried to sell and drop it before. So, makes sense. But isn't that just an idea, like, born out of... Like, this is the kind of stuff that, like, I shouldn't have to deal with this thing that everyone else has to deal with around me, you know? And this is how this guy, like, fundamentally approaches every sort of... There's so much of... I don't know, so much of his business and his marketing and everything. You can tell that it's, like, divorced from the rest of the world. It's a total other life that someone can live when they're that rich, and it doesn't resemble much the life that we have at all. I think about that sometimes. If you ever go to, like, a big event and there's a VIP section, or like when I went to Vegas a couple years ago, I was thinking, like, I know this is like a huge party place for, like, the rich and famous too, but man, they would see an entirely different side. They're going to totally different establishments. They're never walking through a public door. It's all VIP, a wall, you know, get out of the limo, go in, whatever, you know. It's just a total other world. Even going to see something like a concert or a football game or something, you know, it's not going to resemble not going to resemble that of any of us rubes. Okay. The sleeping isn't doing the trick right now, so maybe we need to play for a little bit longer or something. Yeah. Dustin, I was just catching your comment. Yeah, it's really sad how we had this train infrastructure and it was, hey Cat, welcome. Delivery man's here. That's Cargo Express. What are we delivering? I can't, I see like maybe a can of Pringles or something, or is that like, I see maybe a Pepsi logo at the top. Pepsi refresh shots. Hey guys, Cat's account has been taken over by oh, the baddest beam. After being fixed, the broken harmonica became the baddest beam. Cat's been hacked by some spammers. Thank you for that refreshing 6-pack of, well, Pepsi refresh. I already said refresh. Damn. Thirst quenching 6-pack of Pepsi refresh shots. Thanks, Nick. I think that sounds like a pretty sweet weapon here from... And he's got a broken tube as well. I'm wondering if that's going to be... You know, we were talking about a bazooka earlier. Crusher Beam's a great name. We could have... Maybe it's that we could have already had this baddest beam for a little while. I mean, these items have been sitting around in other people's pockets. Yeah. Thank you, Marty. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a... Yeah, it's, you know, I can't even imagine sort of what it's like to be that wealthy. And yeah, I could see it being really isolating and being lonely. And, you know, I could see how that would be a strange experience for you too, and you know, I think about that too with like yeah, you know, like some folks who are so this is a little bit different here, not just money, but I guess like popularity or celebrity as well. But like, yeah, you know, we've talked about like some of those folks who are such a celebrity that like to go out is a problem. Like it does create a problem. It's not even like that they're out doing it, or you know, it's just that it's going to create a stir. And like, you know, seeing some old footage or something of like Michael Jackson, he's walking around Vegas, and then some people start to notice him, and then it's just like huge crowds and and those WWE stars. Was that in I think, well, I mean, they were touring like they've been doing like a couple matches in the EU, I think, recently, and like I think a bunch of them were getting mobbed in France, I believe, among other places. Yeah, I know, Kat, and it's hard to believe you can be that wealthy sometimes too, and then still like some of them, in terms of philanthropy or charity, sometimes it's a lot, other times still relatively such a low amount. You don't make that much money by just being a happy salesman, you know, treating everybody well along the way, and you know, love and kindness, you know. Yeah. Who are the trusts for? Yeah. Wow, yeah. I bet they're sitting on some money, Marty. Yeah. Hey, Tater, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Oh, I've got a cat that wants out. Go out. I open the door and then she's just like really taking her time getting out. I don't know, maybe not. How you doing, Tater? Welcome, man. Good to see you. Guys, maybe I'll get a break here in a second. I think we're maybe ready to explore some of the Underworld now. At long last. Let's make sure we talk to Mom and save. Record. Dear old Dad was also thinking about hitting the hay for the night. Come on, Dad. No, we gotta save the world. Thanks for hanging, guys. Hope y'all are doing well, and Kat, hopefully things are going well for you, buddy. The land of the rising sun.
Hello.
Maybe we should get a break. Let's do that. Okay, yes, yeah. I hear that. Hey, you know, yeah, keep pushing through, yeah. Yeah, I remember some of this, from your I think maybe the last time you were here hanging out, yeah. Free or... Right. Which stage of the romance are we in? The phases of a headache. All right, welcome guys. How you doing? Well, good luck, Kat. You know, keep your head up through it. I can't even imagine, man. Yeah, it's hard enough. It can be difficult enough, you know, navigating relationships when, you know, people come from a pretty, you know, like shared background or kind of a, you know, similar situation, country, culture, etc. Yeah. Oh man. Welcome, guys. How you doing? I think I could use a break. Feeling a little loopy. Kind of headachy today, feeling like crap, honestly, but you guys are making me feel better, so thanks for hanging. This guy on the screen here is going through something, I guess. He's had a vision of his father holding him, and the game called me out by name. Satoshi. Sorry, not Satoshi. I keep trying to give him the Pokemon guy's name. Sorry, Shigesato. Shigesato Itoi, talking directly to the player. How about that? Marty. Yeah, hey, thank you so much, Marty. Yeah, I've enjoyed having you around, and thanks for chilling. I hope you have a good night, and take care. Might be about time to take a little more something, cat. Yeah. Some acetaminophen. Timely, right? That one. That particular headache medicine. Well, yeah, that's right. That's right, Nick. Thank you. And we're going to have folks talking Sprechen Sie Deutsch up in the chat here pretty soon. We've got a couple folks from Germany now. Love it. All right, guys, let's get a break in. Thank you so much for hanging. And, yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. When we get back, we'll play a little bit more. It's already kind of... Damn, it's already sort of late, isn't it? Okay, when we get back, let's do some... we'll pick up where we left. BRB.
Let's go.
Frickin' what up, dude?
I miss you. I miss you.
Welcome, gamers, game aficionados, Nintendo nerds, EarthBounders. How you doing? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. We're still chasing these visions. All of us, it was weird. We had this collective hallucination here on Tuesday, I believe it was. Everybody here just playing the game, and suddenly we had a vision of our father holding us. Yeah. Crazy, right? Let's get back into our game. Chasing down those visions. They take us to the Underworld. That's where we need to warp back to now. I think we're probably ready to continue on. That's right. No telling what's in a skip sandwich, though. Who knows? It could be totally veg. Is this going to be enough space to warp? I'm thinking no. Take me to the Underworld. I've probably warped here before. Who knows?
Hello.
Oh, Marmite. Oh yeah. You know what? I don't hate Vegemite. I think I've only tried Marmite once or twice. Same thing. I've had Vegemite more often. Here we are back in Dino World. Dude, oh, there's this guy back here. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on with the rumbling here. Of course, we're not supposed to yet, but you're strange, but you smell good. So I'll tell you a secret. Did you feel the earthquake a little while ago? Yes. You know, we have earthquakes all the time here. After an earthquake, the hot springs will erupt. The blue springs are great for recovering health. Red springs are perfect for paralysis or drawing out poison. We're taking a note. Red springs for paralysis and poison. Green for health. Oh god, got a dino coming at us. Exactly, cat. The bird right there says strange words like hello and click beep beep beep. Oh, so there it is, yeah. Funny, you can We were seeing a more zoomed in view of this earlier, right? With more Tinda standing about. Beep, 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 beep. Guess you had to enter from the other way or something. Oh, yeah. I was curious how those worked out, Tintoncito. I don't know if you were doing that one recently, if it was like a regular thing for you, but I remembered I actually still had the picture of the dates whenever I came back into OBS to set up the stream. And yeah, the cravings hit once again. That's a piece of gum anytime I get a Majul date craving. And myself a little piece of gum. Let's get into the game. They can't keep getting away with levels of, you know, wordplay and punning. True, Dustin. A cautionary tale. This music's great. I do remember some toucan, some like toucan telephones. You guys gotta remember those, right? All right, well, they told us to go southwest. Do we have a map? I want to explore it all. Rather, does our map work here? I'm thinking no. Probably Uncharted for the folks up above. Yeah. All right, this guy wants to rumble. The Chompasar. He just wants a snack. Yeah, right, I remember them, Palpuck. I was wondering, yeah, if it was even before that somewhere. But yeah, I definitely remember seeing them in Deep Darkness, yeah. You're probably right. You guys know a lot about this game. Yeah, I remember them being there for sure. All right, let's bash you, Chomp. Well, no, actually, you've got that shield. Game you to death. Could be weak to one of these. Well, I don't want to use too much magic, I guess. That's okay. I guess he shouldn't shoot. It's probably bounce. Pooh can do freeze, I think. Is the one, yeah. Seemed to work pretty well. Just 187. There was a shield breaker? I wonder if that was like a one-time item. Oh, what? Okay. There you go. Bowl. And then we're gonna hit you, yeah, with another freeze here. Thanks, Kat. Yeah, thanks for hanging. Good luck with finding your laptop cooler. That thing's too powerful, huh? It's too hot. And good luck, buddy. Thanks for hanging. And oh yeah, shield killer. That's right. In Jeff's possession. I mean, yeah, I knew it was a tool, but I knew it was one of Jeff's. But I couldn't remember if he still had it or. There it is. Yeah. Okay. Beep beep boop boo doo doo doo. I'm walking round the place today. Do 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 do.
Dang!
Whole lot of earthquakes. I really enjoyed that sequence for the 7th sound recording. And, you know, the whole, like, oh, the player's thoughts are being projected onto this board. Okay. Progress stopped there. Mercifully not being just mauled by 1,000 wild creatures right now, but I'm sure that's coming. Oh, hello. What is this guy? Mr. Moon over here? Giant, released a face in a rock. That's a sneaky little smile there. And right next to this tree... this feels like a trap. What's going on? Ego orb. All right, look at this guy. Look at those eyes. What a great sprite here. This is all right, what you got, Ego Orb? Let's... I'm worried. It could have a shield. Yeah, right. Hey, Clippy, welcome. Yeah, look, it's right here for us. What a great sprite. Also, this background. My God. Okay, I'm gonna try a bash. I don't know. These guys got me scared. Well, let's try a bash, and then I'll have her hit with some magic. We'll do a spy. They might screw me up if this thing's got some shields. It's I'm going through my mind, seeing all the moons with faces, so many, right? And it's got to be, it's one of them. I'm also seeing a bit of, if it were a little more cratered, maybe a bit of the mighty Boognish moon as well, another famous moon among many. Among many depictions of moons with face of a human being and some form of art. Let's get through a turn, shall we? Let's see how this goes. Okay. Well, a whole lot to do about nothing, really, I guess. The old two-turn wonder. There's a guts capsule. Beep, 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 beep. I do love a good old depiction of the heavens or the cosmos, you know, including, of course, we love a good face in the sun or the moon. I'm also still a fan of the sun with sunglasses, you know, and I feel like that was something I used to draw a lot. And sadly, I feel over the ages, I don't know I can't tell you when the last time I drew a sun with sunglasses on it was, you know, like. I don't understand what he's talking about. Okay, so this is where we were before. Yes. Thank you. What's funny is, okay, so when we teleported in, we were closer to some other settlement, right? And we went around back and saved. Or are we just seeing these two perspectives here? Beep, beep, beep. That's a good one, Clippy. I remember in high school just see the kids with the Sublime shirt or something. You know, it'd be like a hand-me-down from a Big Brother or something. You know, just smelled of stale cigarettes. And a nice goofy ass son on the front. A chubby, obnoxious kid from some foreign country said something heartrending. So I'm healing my wounds in the hot springs. We don't have any status issues. That was, yeah, red was paralysis and poison. Beep, 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 boo, doo. We were driving home from you know, seeing some family this weekend, and we ended up in a little bit of a new metal playlist. Didn't know what else to do at a certain point. We're down to like the last hour 15 of a 7-hour drive. You know, this is the crucial and the perfect timing. We you know, thankfully hit the perfect timing with the rest stop. So, because, you know, to me, nothing's worse than like being close to home and you really got to go and it hurts. But you're kind of just, you know, because, hey, if you got to go, like you're, and I've even read, like it can get up to a level of distraction equal to like, yeah, being intoxicated, you know, being too drunk to drive or whatever. And I can attest to that. I don't know if anybody else has gotten squirrely with their driving when they're like, really holding it in and it's getting crucial. It's getting critical. But yeah. Thankfully never wrecked, but it's not my best driving. Yeah. It's tough. You know what's funny is like I was thinking like with the longer drives, there's typically a point that you sort of had to get over. For me, on the way up, it was like suddenly I got tired at around like I looked and we were about, you know, it said we still have about 4.5 hours. So we're not at the halfway point, you know, or maybe 4 hours, something like that. We're not at the halfway point yet. We're not quite there, and I'm already like, ugh. Yeah. This guy's got a shield. But, you know, usually a stop helps, and I try not to drive when I'm really tired. I prefer to drive, you know, just because like it gives me something to do during the trips and I do enjoy it, but like yeah, I've had times before when I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, you might have to spell me once we stop for gas here. I could use a break. Yeah, I want to see what I can do to get ourselves some of these. I've seen a couple strewn about. That one hits everybody. Wow. Takes so long to get through It takes a long time to get through attacks that aren't like, you know... Yeah, if you're trying to do anything other than just attack with everybody, it's difficult to get some healing move in before your HP has wound itself all the way down. It's I see a present over there. Okay, we've got some exploring to do. And some healing. Twisted, how you doing? Welcome. I'm looking for a couple of presents in the underground world. Alright, and I found a cave. That was the beginning of, All You Need Is Love, right? That first part, yeah, let me hear it. That's funny. That's... I knew that there was Beatles stuff in this, but yeah, I heard that as soon as I walked in. I've heard that intro. I love that intro too. I've heard it many times. The intro to bum ba bum 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 bum. If there's any viewers from La France. I know it mostly from the Beatles. All right, here we go. Let's go back in there. Well, you know what? I'm kind of afraid to explore. I don't know. That seemed really cool, and a whole other. Also, maybe I did explore, but. I'm in the middle of this like 3-hour documentary about the making of Sgt. Pepper. We're like an hour and some change into it, and we're gonna get back to it one of these days. Maybe tonight. Good old YouTube documentary. We're gonna hit the freeze. Freeze it. Oh yeah, don't attack. What are you doing? All right. Oh, I guess, you know, Bull could be doing all this other stuff too. He's not just limited to... What am I thinking? Oh, come on. Oh my god. I want to try... Actually, I want to hit him with the... what? I mean, we could just give ourselves a defense shower. And have Pooh give freeze. There we go. Oh yeah, the right. Is that the I'm curious if that's the Let It Be documentary or whatever. I started watching a little bit of that, and then I think I could watch pieces of it every now and then, but yeah, it's a lot of footage. It's long. But if you're a big if you're still exhibiting signs of Beatlemania, you know, that's a good deep dive into the inner workings. It's also just cool to see how the album is made, or how, you know, that music got done, how it was created, and you know, I think a lot of people can think of songs as these like fully formed things, and not as these sort of off, and sometimes they can sort of come as that, or maybe they lay down a demo and then that's it, that's going to be the thing, but like, yeah, it's, I don't know, it's cool to think of getting to see like how it's made, and a few creative folks coming together to make something. Of course, I guess they're, another part of it is you get to see them just bitch at each other the whole time. I don't know. There's some, they've been around each other for a long time, so I think it gets, yeah, they know how to hit each other. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I got you on that. I was curious about like, yeah, if you were serious about there being a good documentary too. Yeah, of course, yeah. Disney Plus, Hulu, hurting. I saw, I turned on, we have like a Roku, we have to use like a Roku or whatever to connect to a couple streaming services we use. And I was seeing at the top of the menu, this thing had been added, and it was some kind of like value pack or something. And it was Disney Plus and Hulu. And I asked my wife, I was like, wait, that's new, right? That wasn't there like when we were here back on back on Thursday, right? It's just like, yeah, no, that's new. That's the value pack. Since there's been, so many cancellations and like a ton of money lost. Oh, right. I didn't see that. Yeah. Line must go up. Man, our folks are pretty high level. It's crazy. Hey, thanks for hanging, guys. Happy Tuesday. I'm tired. Bing, ba, bing, li, ding. Line must go up. Level must go up. Dad, sorry, I'm too busy, whooping that dinosaur ass. I love that his call gets through, too. That's great. Thanks, Dustin. The Parv subscription service. The Wetnosaur. This one looks pretty cool. I think we've seen this. Yeah, I think we've seen one before, but palette swap, possibly. Well, let's try a bash. Let's try a little bit of everything. All of our favorite spells. This music's cool. You know what, Bowl? Try to shoot him. Yeah. Hey, thanks for hanging, Ichigo. Yeah, thanks, buddy. And have a good night.
I bid you good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
All right, we're looking for presents. Scouring the land. Big goofy dino on the other side of the rocks. Sorry, the mountain range. Parv, open the present. There's a cloak of kings inside. Hello. Who takes it? The right person. There we go. Do 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 do. Stay fresh. Thanks, man. Adios. Bye bye. Shh, no.
It's time to wrap up this CDI shit fest.
That'll have to do.
I don't know if that's good enough for you guys.
Pooh is complete. Our Pooh has reached its final form. Pooh should equip the cloak of kings. Look at that. All right, Pooh's got everything. Everything a warrior monk could want.
This is a lot of fun.
I see a geyser up ahead. Health. Just walk around maybe for a second and wait for it. The Gilded Boo.
Fatality.
Oh, maybe I can just be standing on it? Beep, boo, boo, boo. Beep, 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 beep. I think I'm going to try to stream tomorrow, and for the next couple weeks, might try to get on like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday again. Just getting a little bit busier outside of streaming, and but yeah. Hey, welcome, Derek. Oh, look at that. On top of the geyser. The hot spring energizes you completely. Okay, well. Oh, look at that. I'd like to see that.
Poggers!
And another save spot over here. In case of danger, evacuate here, the boss. Doesn't look like a great cage here, the boss. Here, the dinosaurs don't come and attack me, so I can relax. Except now I can't get out. Yeah, maybe they can't fit in through that opening. Alright.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's call Dad. You know, let's see. I'm gonna explore what's around this corner, but we might be close to wrapping it up just because I got such a late start. Sorry about that. The last couple days, you know, just got in last night and from this trip to see some family after a long drive, so I'm honestly, this has helped give me some energy, but this has exceeded expectations for me. I thought it was going to be a dud. Yeah, I'll go like peep in this cave, and then maybe we'll come back and save. Okay. There's a geyser just over there, so. I'm gonna using some high-level attacks here, except, you know, already solid there. Heck yeah. The power of gaming. It's nice to see the team getting... I love that feeling towards the end of, you know, any good RPG or game with sort of role-playing elements, I think. Like, yeah, just... You went out of your way to get some stuff. You're watching your team get toward, move towards peak performance. Well, we got ourselves a dungeon, I do believe. All signs point to a big dungeon, so... Soul-consuming flame. And boss music. But I know that's used sometimes for non-bosses. And used often on this stream. Oh, man. But it's that good.
Give me a hell yeah!
I don't like this thing. I'm gonna be honest. Save a little pee-pee. Soul-consuming flame. How about a freeze? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, and that was quick. He is third strongest. Oh, I love that gag. So funny. No problem here. Just a little too close to the magma. That's all. I know. Soul Devourer. Oh, burn. Come on, guys. How are you gonna turn your back to the soul-consuming flame? See, that's when it gets you, right there. Rookie move, it's a rookie move. We might not even make it to the point where I'm healing all these people. Barb's going first because of that item, huh? At least sometimes. He's a lot faster. I think we gave him that really... I can't even remember what it is now. But, oh, Rabbit's Foot. I think he has that. Alright, well, you know what? I'm not going to go too far in this thing tonight anyway, since I'm, you know, a little burned out. No pun intended, sadly. I wish I was that cool. Yeah, we'll do a little fight on the way out, shall we? That music. It's just, it's arresting. Like when it first comes in, that it really feels as if like brakes have been hit, and then they hit you with the, you know, the record scratch or, and you know, oh, it's so good. An even more arresting sound, you know. I think it's a great, you know, yeah, you really want that like plunge into battle, and so many games do something cool. Like I'm thinking about like by the PS1 era, there were a lot of, you know, there was a lot of pride in like, and style, you know, stylized kind of like, you know, screens into battle, and then getting into the PS2 with like the glass breaking of like Final Fantasy X, and but yeah, I like a lot of the stuff. I'm trying to think of like some of the ones from 7, 8, 9. You love it, and it's good that it's a really pretty thing because it takes a while to get into the battle. You're gonna be waiting for it to load. At least they give you something nice to look at. Can you just bash? Man, it's hot in here. I'm sweating it up.
That's what I'm talking about.
I see a nice present up there. Oh, totally, Dustin, yeah. I remember someone showing me Knights of the Round, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. And then the first time I beat the game, I didn't really have the best build because I was a bit, you know, it was a bit brutish. Let's just say my first time through those RPGs, typically, I still had much to learn, but I could get through them, with finding great equipment and other stuff. I remember in that one, like, I got to Sephiroth and I totally did like some kind of Knights of the Round and then mime. It was shameful. Honestly. It's a dark chapter. For many of us, probably. It's funny because, like, I'll still learn about these crazy Final Fantasy VII builds and stuff, and I'm not, like, very well versed in it, but I've seen some of it, and I've seen the materia and stuff, but I just haven't known about, like, some of the combinations and someone had mentioned recently that they had just beaten, like the weapons and when maybe FF7, I think maybe it was Metroid Hatchling, I think. And yeah, it's you can just have some like really crazy builds playing those, and some of them are fun to watch. Others are really just wild, and something just like it looks hilarious, There's ones involving some of the summons where you have everybody in like the like all sevens. And that's like I don't know if everybody comes in with like 7,777 HP. There's some, I don't know, shenanigans ensue. Zombie, welcome. Speaking of shenanigans, yeah. What's going on? Welcome, buddy. How you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. Boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 boop. Everybody's favorite insomniac, Zombie Anton. We're wrapping it up around here.
Give me a hell yeah!
Dun, dun, dun. Doo-doo. Nice. Yeah, well, rise and shine. I guess it's probably early morning for you. Yeah. Do-do-do-do. Yeah. Right. That makes sense. Well, good on ya. Right, yeah, that's good. I had it a little bit. See, I was thinking it was just maybe an hour or two earlier and had been going the whole time kind of situation. Well, yeah, gotcha. Well, welcome back to the world of the living. I'm glad you got a good sleep. I'm really excited to get into Pokemon Emerald. Guys, I was mentioning Zombie Anton the other day on stream. Yeah. In absentia, I think. All good things. But yeah, we were talking about how much I enjoyed those Crystal 251 and stuff. Yeah, I'm stoked to play Emerald. That'll be so fun. Yeah, we'll do. I think it'll be like a couple weeks or a month or two, something like that. I want to do it in the not too distant future. And I mean that'd be fun. I've only done like a few I always want to say dungeons. I've only done a few gyms in Gen 3. I own Emerald. Oh, no, actually, well, I do own it, but the one I thought was emerald. Oh, God, it's got a big hole in it. This is leaf green instead. Which, speaking of which, I guess Zombie Anton's working on wrapping this one up. Yeah, that'll be fun. You know what I'm thinking after this? I think we're good and saved, so in fact, let's go hit that. Okay. Let's go save now that we're all HP'd up. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. I could use a little Pokemon in my life soon, you know? One thing I'm considering doing is dedicating a few days after we finish this game to another JRPG I started on the stream. And then I stopped, you know, streaming it, but I just was playing it on my own. And now I'm towards the end, but I haven't been able to bring myself to play it outside of the stream. So I want to bring you guys back in on it. You know, I miss you. No, I honestly, I need, this is holding myself accountable for beating Dragon Quest 3. I'm at the end of this game. I'm probably just a matter of a couple of, like, you know, a few hours away from being ready for in-game. And if I knew where to go, and I've got a few hints, I know I'm not far from in-game because there's been some big story stuff as well that tells me I'm there, and I just gotta put a couple clues together and have a few hours dedicated to a bit of just open exploration, and I think we'll get a breakthrough and I'll be able to beat that game. So I want to put that back on stream and try to beat it. Otherwise, I'll never get it done, I think. Because I haven't played it in, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 months. Well, maybe like 6 months or something. Let's go here and hang out for a bit. Wow. The zombie's just mowing him down. Oh, yeah, I couldn't equip a weapon, actually, but I had to have the baby panda equipped in my weapon slot. So, you know what, zombie? Whatever this game is, if the baby panda is in your weapon slot, this is like a new game plus kind of situation, or, you know, you've unlocked something. So I props to Dream Zombie Anton here, because clearly, I mean, right, that sounds like some sort of in-game bonus sort of thing, right? You know? You go to equip a gun and it's just the penguin gun. Although, who knows, maybe you would hope that they would give it some kind of awesome firepower and it wasn't just an actual penguin that you had to save. Couldn't use the panda as a weapon. Now I'm imagining it pretty much turns into, yeah, the buddy, almost like an escort mission or something. Partner keeps, like, wandering into the line of fire.
Damn it, man, I told you, all I've got is a panda. Take cover.
I'm sweating like a motherfucker. I'm just gonna lean into it. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna quit soon. Guys, I'm Loopy. Welcome. We're gonna wrap this up soon. Is anybody still streaming on Twitch?
Now you're playing with power.
Blame it on the Mucinex. Oh, okay. Let's see. We got a couple. You know what? I'm gonna check in maybe with Gigantic. They're playing Yakuza. They've only been at it for 15 minutes. We're gonna hang out with Gigantic Pingu. That'll be fun. Yeah. All right. Thanks for your patience there, guys. This has been a fun one. Chasing our visions down. It's so funny the game asks for your real name a couple of times. And they pretty much make you swear that this is your legal name. Basically. Yeah, thanks for hanging, Zombie. This is fun. Oh, yeah, Dustin, right. Okay. Yeah, well, it looks like Gigantic Pingu just got started and they're playing some Yakuza. I've played a little bit of Yakuza 0 and I really enjoyed it. I want to finish that one sometime. Yeah. All right, guys, I got a little collage for you. We got a short one. This will be fun. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Yeah. Dustin, thanks for the sub. Guys, I'm tired, man. I traveled this weekend and we just got back last night. Good times. Thank you guys for hanging. Let's break this thing down. Hey, I'm going to be here tomorrow as well. We'll do some more EarthBound, see if we can get through this. Maybe the last of our dungeons, hopefully. Or like, your sanctuary areas. Yeah. Yeah, I should, Dustin, yeah. I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging. And, yeah, stick around for a bit. I got a little collage for you, and in a few minutes, we'll get you over to Gigantic Pingu. Thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, thank you. Adios, zombie. Good night, guys. See you next time. This music's so good.
Grow and we all can learn.
Introducing Magic Mushroom, the long-lasting air freshener from Airwick.
Oh, dude, it smells so good.
Well, what happened was that second game, we got our ass kicked. The second half, we just got our ass totally kicked.
Now you're playing with power, superpower.
The new Nintendo 64. So what's the big deal, and why is Toys R Us already sold out?
Mama always had a way of explaining things so I could understand them.
Okie dokie.
So don't worry about it. Come on. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Dude, don't encourage him.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
I need to try it first.
Give me a hell yeah!
have a very chill type vibe.
Got those shrooms from Carl that he brought from Chico. I'm talking brain melter. Brain melter.
Cup of coffee in the big time. Cup of coffee, man, yeah.
The Parvinator.
Bye!